It's quick, it's easy, it pops up in 2 seconds. Ish. It's the Decathlon Quechua 2-second easy tent. That's right, this car camping tent from Decathlon might be the easiest to set up, highest quality tent out there for all of your car camping adventures. Why? It pops up in 2 seconds, like almost literally. For real though, all you have to do to set up this tent is yank it out of the bag, extend the corners, and give 2 cords a tug until the tent pops into place. And that's it. Okay, sure, there's some staking involved after the tent is popped up, but that only adds, what, like a minute or 2 at most? It's seriously the easiest tent to pitch ever. And it's seriously legit high quality gear. It's made of durable waterproof materials for starters, but here's the kicker. It's also a blackout tent. Yeah, that's right, a blackout tent. Decathlon calls it fresh and black, but basically the whole thing is made out of the blackout curtains you wish were in your bedroom. I mean, it is really, really dark in this tent. Amazingly dark. In fact, it blocks 99% of light. And anyone who's ever tried to sleep in when camping knows what a huge deal that is. I mean, sure, sometimes you want to get up early to hit the trail or see that sunrise, but sometimes you don't. Sometimes a 9 or 10 a.m. wake-up call is exactly what you want on a camping trip. And you can enjoy every minute of sleepy time in this bad boy. And that includes at night, when the full moon is like a flashlight shining in through your tent nylon. You know what I'm talking about. But yes, you still can tell when it's daytime or nighttime from inside the tent. Vents at the top and narrow spaces between the bottom of the fly and the ground let in just enough light to let you know whether the sun has come up yet, but not enough to disturb your slumber. Even better, Decathlon says this tent is heat resistant, as in it's gonna help block out the sun and keep your tent from turning into a hot box during warm weather camping, which is obviously a plus. We haven't gotten to test that feature yet because it's March, but we'll come back and let you know how it does this summer. Basically, this is a fantastic tent. Of course, no piece of gear is perfect for every trip. This thing is fairly big and heavy at over 10 pounds, so it's obviously not for backpacking. And while the blackout fabric should help keep the tent cooler in the summer, the fly isn't removable. So the best you can do is open up the vestibule doors and let the breeze flow through. Bonus, both doors open wide or extra wide, which is pretty cool. Personally, on hot nights, I prefer to sleep with the fly off entirely, so it's kinda a bummer that that's not an option, but I can live with it. Another benefit of that blackout fabric though, is that it allows you to do whatever inside your tent and no one can see you doing it, even with a light on inside. You can change your clothes or sleep naked or get cozy with your camping buddy, whatever. Total privacy. I mean, as much as a tent can afford, that is. There's also a fair amount of room inside the tent, though it is just a 2-person. 2 people will definitely be cozy, but unless you're super tall, there will be a fair amount of room at the foot of the tent for stashing extra clothes or gear. Plus, you can sit up in it without colliding with the roof of the tent, which is always nice. For even more storage, there are 3 pockets inside the tent and a cord across the ceiling with a handy dandy little hook that's perfect for hanging lights or whatever else you want to keep handy. And yes, the tent comes down just as easily as it goes up. Just push the 2 buttons on either end, let it collapse, gather all the corners together, and put it back in the bag. Easy peasy. Basically, this tent is dope. It's perfect for car camping in just about any season, and there's honestly not anything I didn't like that much about it. It's too easy to pitch because who wants to spend all their time setting up camp? The blackout fabric is great, and Decathlon is even an environmentally conscious brand. There's nothing super sustainable about the tent itself, besides the fact that a large part of it isn't dyed, which reduces the amount of water required to manufacture it. But Decathlon as a whole puts an emphasis on using repairable and replaceable parts, so you don't have to truck the whole tent if one part malfunctions. It even comes with a 5-year guarantee. The brand itself is pushing for sustainability on a large scale. They're working to eliminate excess packaging and have a goal to switch to 100% renewable energy in all of the buildings they they own by 2026, which is great news. But Decathlon has also been spearheading sustainability initiatives from its headquarters in France for years, so that's cool. Bottom line, the 2-second Easy Tent is simple to use, beginner friendly, but also a treat to pitch for experienced campers. Really quite accessible in price and function, and it looks good doing it. So are you intrigued? Been dying for a tent that's this easy to set up and tear down? Want to try out the 2-second tent for yourself? We think you're gonna like it. We'll put a link to the tent in the description below. In the meantime, make sure to give us a follow on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. We are at Terradrift on all of them. Drop us a note and say hello. And go peruse all of the great content on terradrift.com, which is where you'll find all kinds of gear reviews and sustainability spotlights and how-to guides. Get over there and go nuts. And then make yourself a dang camping reservation already and get out there and wander on. Maybe the best part about this tent is the sound effects. It's that pock, pock. I didn't even realize I needed a blackout tent. I mean, I did, I guess. I've always known. I mean, I guess you could just wear an eye mask. I've done that before, but frankly, it's not very comfortable. And has anybody spent an entire night with an eye mask on your eyeballs? I wake up and it's gone. It's in the bottom of my sleeping bag or it's underneath my pillow. Who designs it? How do you get them to stay on your face? Skip it. Blackout tent. And seriously, full moon camping? Have you guys done that? It's like trying to sleep at noon. Don't have to worry about it in this tent. And what? We set up camp, what, Josh, in like 30 seconds? It was great. You should get one. You know what? I'm gonna take it out again because I don't think I've tested it enough. So, Josh, camping reservations. Let's do it.